guys, we're back with this racing game that we have made. And last time, what we had done was incredible, according to me. We have fixed all the movements, we've added blood coins, which act as a checkpoint. And only once you touch all of them can you reach. Just a second. The end. So, this is basically how the game is. We had built sprites in the first episode, fixed most of this in the second episode, and this episode we're just doing some fine tuning because as you can see, the game's already made. You can already like play it. So what I'm gonna add is a timer and like a menu page under which there's like this thing that tells you what all you can do, like all the features, like that you have to collect all the blood coins to complete a lap. So let's just get started. First thing that we're gonna do is add tons of messages. Tons. So what we're gonna do is, instead of removing all these one flag click out, broadcast a new message called, let's just call it menu. Now when I receive menu, that time I will basically like start the game. When I receive no now when I receive menu, I'm gonna make another thing called game. So when it receives game, that's when we'll actually start the game. So all these game things you have to start right here. Remove this. Put this here. Oh no. I can do when broadcast. No, then you just have to broadcast menu and when I receive game. Then all this is fine. All this is fine. Now we have to make the menu. So what we'll have to do is when so basically the car, we can like change its costume. So just a second, I'll be right back with another costume for the car. So this is the car that I made, and the tools I used for it were pretty simple. I even used it in the first episode, so watch that if you need to. And in case you don't wanna, basically you go on this setting and then you can like alter the things like that. Very easy. So I'm actually gonna just make one last change, and bam, there's. No, I liked it better earlier. Yeah, so anyways, there's my car, and what I'm gonna do is over here, when I receive game, of course we'll have to make it looks costume to costume number 1, because that's the one that we want. And over here we have to do switch to costume number 2. So when we play the game, yay, it's like this. And I'm also gonna do actually point in direction 90, right? Because that, yeah. And then I'm going to go on to looks and do set size to maybe 150 will be good. Oh no, yeah, a lot bigger. I'm gonna have like a 300, 2 times as large. Nah, a bit bigger. And over here I'm gonna do, let's see, go to, if I do 0, how will it look? Not bad, not too bad. And if I make this say a 50. Good. So we've got this sorted, but there's this still this huge problem uh of this racetrack being here. So we actually I don't think we'll need that in like the menu. So when I receive menu, then looks, I'm just gonna make you go puff. And of course, we'll have to make use when it's game time. Perfect. And now I'll have to probably make it into like a different background. Like let's have like a nice sweet asphalt over here. Good. Actually, what I'm gonna do is 60 brightness. 60. Wow, that's a huge coincidence. And of course, I'm gonna make this into a good old 20. And probably a bit up. Oh god, I just realized that the outline was changing instead of the height of this. So wow, that was scary. Anyways, now we've got this nice thing going on. I'm gonna make another sprite, and I'm not gonna like skip this part because it's pretty simple actually. Then go here. I'm gonna actually keep this here. Keep this here. Yeah, that seems. Actually, what I'm gonna do is instead, like to make sure that they all are in the same distance, I'm gonna use this equilateral circle, and in that point, delete this. Command A, make them all pointed, nice and sharp. Maybe I'm gonna just bring out this tip a bit more. Perfect. And now just take it to the mouse pointer and align the blue cross with the different cross. And over here also I'm gonna do like this blue cross with this gray circle. So yeah, it's more or less done. I'm gonna actually size it down a bit like that maybe, and I'm gonna make this into a good old 4. Wow, no, that's 20 seems good. I don't know how did 4 work so nicely over here. Yeah, and this I'm gonna actually put it. And what we can also do, I've learned this cool trick. Basically when it's menu variables, hide variable. So I'm gonna hide variable lap, and of course when it's game time, show variable lap. Ta-da! Anyway, so when the sprite is clicked, well, actually I'm gonna do like this. When I receive, no, actually I don't need a when I receive thing. It's always just gonna be here. When the sprite click, actually what I'm also gonna do is when the green flag is there. So basically when it's actually I'm gonna go on events. When I receive menu, then and I'm also gonna do a when I receive game. So when I receive menu looks, sure, cool. So and when I receive game, hide. When the sprite is clicked, events broadcast game. So, of course, basically, an issue we are facing is when we receive game, then switch backdrop to I'm gonna have it backdrop one, and when I receive menu that time, switch backdrop to back. Why is oh that's why. So I forgot to make a new backdrop. I'm actually gonna duplicate this one, delete this one, make backdrop on this, go here, go here. Menu is equal to backdrop 3. That's weird. And this is backdrop. Yeah. Good. And now, of course, good old set size 100. Hooray for us. I think that we pulled off the menu option pretty well. So what we can do, I think this is all we have to do. Then we can probably make another sprite under text. Collect all blood, or you can call them red coins, or you can change it to yellow and just call them coins. So I'm gonna call them blood coins because it sounds cool. Change all the blood coins. Collect all the blood coins to what we call it. Get a lap. So then, of course, we're gonna align this to the center. Make this like into like a goldish color, or maybe a red, straight up red. And I also think that we can change this to ooh or this. You can choose any font you want. You can also use the default. I'm gonna use the pixel one. So the easy code is events when I receive game, when I receive menu, when I receive menu. That time you have to hide, and when I receive game you show, control you wait for 2 seconds, and then you go hide. So this is what it should look like. A bit too fast, don't you guys think? So 3. Hmm, that's pretty good actually. We've accomplished. So what I think we can now do is simply work on the timer, which is gonna take up majority of the video. So brace yourselves. So the first thing we're gonna do is make a new no, why? You are gonna make a new right. So go to its costume area, and of course it's you're gonna use a text for this one. I'm actually gonna take a nice red pixel timer. Yeah, you can't separate me from pixels. Anyway, so I think you can change the font size in this. Yeah, I don't think you can. On second thoughts, can you? I knew you could, but that's that too big, too big, too big, too big. Hmm. So now you get a one, and you can just copy that. Get a new costume. 2. Then copy that, get a new costume. 3. I'll just check if even this is centered. Yeah. So what I'm actually gonna do is duplicate 4. So this is gonna be 4. Just like that, you make a costume for every single digit, including 0 and including a decimal case. I'll explain this to you later. And anyways, you gotta change it to costume 1, 2, 3. Just to make your just for the programming to work. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, and a decimal point. So what we are gonna do right now, first things first, we have to go in the coding area, and I have to tell you about something called the timer. Now, if you like tap on the timer, it shows how much time has been done. So our next piece of code is literally gonna be writing down the timer. Okay, so what we're gonna do is actually let's start with like, so wait, maybe if I show you this, you'll see like it goes on and on. So I think we can make 30 digits, like in case it goes like very 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 long, and I don't know why you'd need more digits. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna like do like when I receive game, because so when I receive game, then, and I'm also gonna like, you can of course just like directly put the timer and like everything, but what we'll do will look a lot more aesthetic. So, and I'm also gonna do when I receive menu, because we really don't want any timer to start when the menu is happening. So anyways, hide. And when I receive game, that time we're gonna press this thing called reset timer. So basically, you can see you can take as much time on the menu as you want, and then if you click it, it just starts from one, from 0, or else you'd like have the 5 minutes student lobby time added. So then I'm going to uh, like do something like I'm gonna like do first control repeat. This is the first time we're using this block until so late in this uh, series. So, anyways, 30. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change digits by 1 and uh, create a clone of this object. So, um, let's see, where are those two options? Create a clone. And I told you add digits, so there's nothing called digits. I'm gonna make a variable like that. So create a clone of myself, and of course make a variable called, what do we call it, digits. And this you can also do so for this sprite only, because I don't think we'll be using it anywhere else. So and I don't need this to be showing. um what I'm gonna do is change digits by 1. So there'll be like 30 digits. So we'll like show that we have 30 digits available. And what I'm gonna do now is when I start as a clone, and I'm also gonna, yeah, it's not yet showing till now. So what I'm gonna do will make it show. So control when I start as a clone. So when you start as a clone, you're supposed to show, and maybe forever we'll ask it to go on the front layer because it should be ahead of everything. Um, looks, show, control forever, and of course I said we'll be sending it to the front layer, which is over here. Go to front layer, and now we'll have basically set time to timer. So we're also gonna have a variable called time to identify what time we're at. So variables time for the sprite only, you can check again. So I really don't want this to show. So set, and you have to do this forever or else just once will like check the time, and that's the only thing will display. So set time to timer. um and we're actually, I don't know why we even need this over here, just annoying us. So now we're going to, let's see. So you can like fix an x and y position, like for where it's going to be. And so basically, first things first, let me tell you all what this will do. So it changes digits by 1 and it creates a clone. So this clone will be like allotted the number 1 example, okay? And that's actually what's gonna happen. So what we're gonna do is we'll have like a go to x and y. I'll quickly do that right now. Time to timer, then go to x and y. But there's a problem. If like all the clones go to like the same x and y, then what's gonna happen is like it will literally be like, example, you're at 12 seconds, it's gonna be 1 2.96 or whatever. So it's all gonna be one on top of each other, and you'll have absolutely no clue. So we can't tamper with the Y everywhere, or else it will be like up to down, which you could do that, but I'm not gonna do that in mine because it will look probably very weird. So I'm gonna be tinkering with like the X. So I want it to be like at the Y of, I actually run. Hmm, I'm gonna make the Y into like 110. Yeah, that's high enough. And X, I'm gonna move it. So it's gonna have to be a negative number for sure. And we'll also, let me just think, think, think. So what we're gonna have to do is we'll probably have to do, hmm, like, so over here, we'll have to do some operators. We'll have to do division. Keep that in mind, division. And we're gonna have to do, you can do anything here. What I'm actually gonna do is minus 240. Yeah, because that brings me here. But you can see it's kind of embedded and it will still like be one on top of each other. So this is where the real magic happens. You will have a multiplied by block, where we'll do digits and one other things. I'm gonna maybe do 11 later. Yeah. So this is how it happens. And 11 seems like the perfect number for me. Some people you'll have to do 12, some people you'll have to do 13, some people you'll have to do 14, some people you'll have to do 9, some people you'll have to do 9, some people you'll have to do 8, some people of y'all have to do 7. But for me, it's really like 11 or 12 maybe, because there will be numbers, like different numbers. I'm sure of that. So let me just check actually. That did not work. Let's see. 10. Yeah, no, this is not working nicely for me. Just 1 second. So I finally found the proper digits. For me, they were 2, 4, 3, and 16. And one mistake I realized I made is I forgot to set the digits to 0. So every time they used to continue from where they were last. So anyway, so when you then play it, it works amazingly for most of the numbers. So yeah, you can do this like endlessly, checking that it works nicely for all the numbers. You can tinker with the numbers, but I think that we're good for now. So what we have to now do is we have to check like if the length of time is, I'll explain it to you in due time. So basically over here on operator, we have to first go in and if else sort of thing, you see, if else. So what we're gonna do is um compare, like if the length of, not apple, over here we have to do if the length of, oh god, if the length of time is, so in digits, time and digits is less than 50, because uh we have like so many extra digits that we do not need. So basically what it does, it just helps cut down on them. So example, we only need 6 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 will remain, and the rest have to be like cut off somewhere. Okay. And the second we reach 10, it becomes 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all these remain and the rest are cut out, just like that we can keep increasing. So that's what we have to do right now by doing a simple thing. That's it. And for the rest, we have to make the costumes like actual costumes, right? So what we'll do is, in the else case, we'll have to do another if else case. So um, if else, but over here, what we're gonna do is we are gonna do let letter digits of time is equal to point, because they usually have decimals, right? So if letter, oh god, is equal to sign and letter digit of time, okay, digit of time, so is equal to a decimal point, then we have to set costume to a decimal point. Else we have to do switch costume to also we have to show, right? Because then how else will it show? Yay, so it's working, but it's just four, four. Uh, it's only like this, right? So it's not really showing what the real digit of time is. That's why we have the else case. We're gonna do switch costume to uh, operators letter digit of time. That's literally it. And if that isn't the coolest timer you've seen anybody make, then what is? And of course, we'll have to bring it ahead. So, what do you guys think? So we've got the timer, we've got the cover page. I really think that today has been a nice win, and that's it for the car game. So one final time, guys. I'm gonna play this game. Three, two, one, go. Okay, 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 okay. So some needy tips can be, if you want to increase the space between the digits, then you change that 11, no, 16 that I had put. And if you wanted to go like more right or left, you can tinker with the first number. And if you want to change any of like the shapes, like from the menu thing, you all are free to do so. There are no real compulsions, just do what you like. And to end this series, I am gonna save this project, which I haven't done. Racing game. That's it. Share. Tell instructions. You just race with arrow keys and collect all the blood coins. Or you can call them whatever coins you have called them. And how did I make it? Um, like and subscribe if you like this series. So, notes and credits. Hope you all had fun. And don't forget to subscribe to Skillage at Skillage on YouTube. I had lots of fun. I hope you all did too. Bye.
Hey guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, like this video and turn on post notifications to get notified when we upload something new, and we will see you all in our next video.